Hello, this is John Miko, and this is a review of our Canvas structure. Probably many of you have taken courses already at St. Francis University and you have utilized Canvas, but I want to specifically walk through the structure of our course so that you understand where you can find things. Okay, so basically at the bottom of this, the home page, this is a link to MindTap where you acquire the book. As I said, the easiest way to acquire the book is through this link. This is a link to the syllabus. This is a link to my information. So basically, you're going to always, this is just a link to the Getting Started module, but all of the modules are under this content. So if we look, we'll see this. Okay, so the very first thing is that link to Cengage MindTap. That's our book on Cengage MindTap. When I click that, and you'll see the other video, we do click that link, it links out to Cengage MindTap. Things from MindTap are linked to your Canvas course, and all your grades will be ported back to Canvas. So the first module we have is the Getting Started module, and that is kind of what I'm building right now. But if I click on the Getting Started module, you'll see the startup items are, here's the syllabus, here's the review video that I recorded, here's the video I'm recording right now, here's the Cengage MindTap video, overview of that. I want you to make sure you have the book. I want you to introduce yourself in the bio profile tool. And then I want you to get week 1, module 1 done. Okay, so let's go back and I'll show you what those weekly modules look like. Okay, so let's go to week 1. Okay, so you can see at the very top of the module, it says all work in this module is due Sunday, August 31st at midnight. That is the Sunday of the first week of the class. There are learning activities and there are assessed activities. Okay, so read chapter 1 of your text. That's a deep link that takes us over to your online book. These are the chapter 1 PowerPoints. These are videos of me going over those. So as if you're in a classroom and I'm providing a lecture. Oftentimes those videos are videos of me going through the homework. So don't just discount those, right? That is, what I'm trying to help you learn the material. There is a test where you can take it as many times as you like to learn. That emulates the end of chapter test. Okay, so these are all learning activities, means those are for you to understand the information. In week 1, there's only 2 items for week 1. I want you to post to the discussion board. Okay, that is, there's not every week there'll be a discussion board, but this one there is. Discussion board, your initial post I want by Thursday, and then I want substantial communication by Sunday. And then I want you to take the chapter 1 quiz. You may complete that twice. Okay, now that week we don't have any Cengage Now homework or assignments, but most weeks we do. So let's look at chapter 2. Okay, that's more of a typical chapter. You'll see we have readings, read section 2.1 through 2.6, PowerPoints. We have several videos. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are like learning videos. There is 7 maybe. There is Cengage Now homework. This is for you to do. There's no risk. It's not graded. And then how I'm going to assess you this week. There's a week 2 discussion. And then there's Cengage Now problems. Okay, this homework that you do is meant to prepare you. These videos that I prepare, okay, are me going over this homework, meant to prepare you for this assessment. Okay, so please follow this. Week 2 is only the first part of chapter 2, so you'll see week 3 is the second part of chapter 2, and there's more videos, more readings, and then this one has both problems and a quiz. No discussion this week. So I have the first 3 weeks available, but as I said, after week 1, I'll probably have week 4 and 5 available, so you can always work ahead, and I encourage you to do so if you have something coming up. Other standard things on Canvas, our grades can always be found here, files, quizzes, university policy discussions, assignments, all those good things. So please, if you have any questions on the structure of our Canvas course, do not hesitate to reach out. The third video into getting started is I'm not going to re-record that. That is on Cengage, how to use Cengage, and I think that hasn't changed much, so I'm not going to bother re-recording that for the fall 2025 semester. Once again, I hope you have a good course, and please reach out with any